This question have been going on. Should people still come to the UK or not? Obviously, because of the immigration things, that's a question that is on people's mind. Should they still come to the UK? Should you still make the journey or not? I think the response is in different ways, and you can look at it in different ways. Obviously, it's not an easy journey, even when it used to be a bit easier in terms of COSs or other things. It's still very challenging for you as a student. We all went through it. I went through it, so I know what it takes. And I'm going to tell you about my own story later. But let me just say, if you're planning to, or if you're thinking of coming to the UK, or you're considering should I or should I not, you should check within yourself in terms of, are you willing or are you going to be ready to do what it takes? Meaning that the stakes are now quadruple difficult than it used to be. But if you haven't started, that means you haven't maybe paid your deposit, or you haven't booked, you've not spent any money. Let me put it out. You've not spent any money towards UK. Then maybe you can consider other countries. Somewhere like France, we hear that, France, even Germany, although they also have their own challenges, but they are probably more receptive at this moment. US is probably not a go area at this point. I won't advise US for now. You can check other countries. Now, in terms of my own, let me give you my example. I came to the UK 2014, when the immigration situation was really bad. It was horrible. You finish your masters and you go back, or you go somewhere else. A lot of my colleagues that we came together literally had to go. Now, the thing is, even though it was that challenging, I'm still here, and I also know quite a few of my other colleagues that are still here, because there's a way people are doing it. There's a way we did it. It's not impossible, but it's way more challenging. That's what I'm trying to say. That especially if you've already paid, just know that you're coming to grind. You're coming to hustle. You're bringing your A game, and you're having that mindset of anything legal, of course, anything you would do. There's no picking of, I can't do this, I can't do that. And also, a lot of people now have family and friends in the UK, so that's something you can also leverage on. Although have to keep in mind, family will probably, or friends or whoever will probably follow you to a certain point and turn back, because they also have their own things to deal with. That being said, I think you can come into the UK. UK is not an impossible place to still thrive, even now, because it used to be way harder. As of that time when I came, there was no post-study, there was no COS or anything. In fact, employers were not employing you. Your master's is like nothing at that time. In a class of maybe 100, you'll probably find maybe 2 that will get COS that sponsor them, because it was really hard, but we still survived. Somebody like myself, I went for my PhD. I know another friend who did another master's and then PhD and then got a job eventually. I know somebody else who got married, now with their family, wife and all that. So that way, people are lucky in different ways, and God bless people. If your blessing is in the UK, you will get it, no matter how challenging or hard tight things are. Me, I got a PhD, fully paid scholarship. I didn't have to pay for my PhD, and that was in an environment that was almost impossible. All of that, I'm just saying it that it's doable, but also if you have somewhere that is easier, that you think is this country, like I mentioned, maybe France, why not go there? You can always pivot at some point later on if UK is better off by then. All right, that's my own. Bye-bye.